West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Broncos and the Chargers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Broncos. Opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 15 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there, and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A Bronco first. Switch it up here and look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully receiver or two free.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And his throw here is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Herbert now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, they'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
I'd say it would be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a wide out. When you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll go with a keeper, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Desmond Ridder with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he will have the Broncos 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st down, Broncos.
A give to Williams, running right. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to add on to their 1st half lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range down at the 27-yard line.
First down,
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of it. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get things started with
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And some space here. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Chargers.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead's down to 24. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off the option, here's Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They run. It's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ballgame. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I would just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself, because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. It might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
18 more yards there and another first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second down and goal. Herbert. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this to the end. They get a score. Pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they will take a knee here. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear?